It's an age-old question. Can intimacy between two strangers be accelerated by having them ask each other a specific series of personal questions? In columnist Mandy Len-Catron's modern love essay, To Fall in Love with Anyone, Do This, she attempts to definitively answer that question with a yes. Recently, in order to put myself to the test to best introduce myself to you, our at-home audience, I tried my hand at asking the question, can intimacy with myself become accelerated if I ask myself those same questions to give myself the same sustained, escalating, reciprocal personal self-disclosure that might at least help me get to second base with myself? Our very own John Schwalski is at the state-of-the-art rooftop deck here at BNN's Treehouse Studios for more. Take it away, John.
Thank you so much, John, for the wonderful introduction. As you know, I'm here with yours truly, you even, John Schwalski. It's so great to see you, John.
Thank you so much for having me, John. I really appreciate being here.
I'm gonna start off with this first question and just see how it goes. Ready?
Okay, sure. Let's go. Let's do it.
Given the choice of anyone in the world, whom would you want as a dinner guest, living or dead?
Dead. If I had to partake in cannibalism, I think it would be easier to have the person already dead before I cook them, because it depends on how you're going about it, but cooking a live human, the screams, number one. Oh my God, that would be terrifying. And number two, blood makes me a little weirded out. Dead. So dead. Could be anyone, I guess.
Oddly enough, I think I know exactly where you're coming from. Yeah. You know what? Let's keep going. This is good. I'm liking it. Before making a telephone call, do you ever rehearse what you're going to say?
I rehearse like a rockette getting ready for a Christmas special, because I think it's very, very important to practice multiple options of even just the greeting. I can give you a couple hellos if you're interested. Okay. Hello. 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 Hello? Just a couple. That's just 4.
That was a wonderful response. And we're gonna go to question 3 right here. What would constitute a perfect day for you?
Waking up in the morning, something happening during the day, and then going to sleep at night. If all of those things can happen, that's a perfect day, right? That's a full day.
Fascinating, man. Fascinating. You're a wealth of information and a really intriguing person. Question number 4. When did you last sing to yourself? And what was the song?
I sing a lot to myself, as you know. It's one of my favorite things to do. But there's something, I guess it's kind of weird, very, very me, which is I sing Jingle Bells in the shower exclusively, almost every day.
When did you last sing to somebody else? What was that song?
Oh, about a week ago, I sang to my roommate, Rodrigo, Jingle Bells.
Didn't you say you sang that in the shower? If you were able to live to 90 years old and retain either the mind or body of a 30-year-old for the last 60 years of your life, which would you want?
Can you just start over and repeat that question, please?
Sure, absolutely. If you were able to live to 90 years old and retain either the mind or the body of a 30-year-old...
I don't think this question is fair. I'm not really good at word problems. We always sucked at math, so I don't think this is really cool of you to do. Like, okay, so like if a Union Pacific train is traveling 50 miles an hour from Dodge, Kansas, and it needs to go to Wichita Falls, like, how fast does the train...
This is a yes or no question. There's only 2 options. I mean, we're bad at fractions, and this has nothing to... This is a simple yes or no. Not working for you? Fine. But this is getting more and more interesting, isn't it? Do you have a secret hunch about how you're going to die?
Oh, that's a much easier question. Yeah, I hired this guy named Jan about 5 years ago. He's kind of like a Cato to me, where at any moment that he is predetermined, not myself, he will do the deed.
You're not supposed to say his name. I can't. That's just one rule, dude.
Well, I mean, Jan's ready at any time, so it probably will happen sooner now, I guess, because I spilled the beans.
If you could change anything about how you were raised, what would it be?
If I could change anything about how I was raised, I would probably do it again. Maybe grass-fed, free range, no chicken coop.
I'm not sure I'm following you, and from where I'm sitting, it doesn't seem like you really understand the content or the way the question was asked. And so, with that, we're gonna move on yet again. Question number 9. If you could wake up tomorrow, having gained any one quality that you currently don't possess, what would that be?
Webbed feet.
Webbed feet.
Webbed feet. I mean, I think you and I can both agree that we're okay swimmers, but what we really don't have is thrust. And I think webbed feet would be a more efficient way than flippers, because I always trip when I'm in flippers, and I don't really like how they feel. Can't get the sizing right for some reason. Don't come in half sizes. But if I had webbed feet, imagine how easy it would be to travel. You could go from New York to London in like an hour.
Fascinating. I think more people should answer that question with things like that. Is there something that you've dreamed of doing for a long time? And why haven't you done it?
Well, I always dreamed of having my own like fake absurdist news show. And so, you know.
You could say you're doing it, sure. I mean, it's kind of strange that you have yourself as your own guest. I think that's...
I mean, it's our first episode, so I feel like it's going well, but I guess now I'm thinking maybe it's not. I thought it would be kind of like a self-love representation, as well as a fun way to introduce myself, who's primarily a director, as an on-air personality.
I just feel like... I think you're looking at it way more positively than others might around you, but, not everyone can accomplish their dreams. It's okay. With that being said, what is the greatest accomplishment in your life?
Well, I was gonna say fulfilling the dream of having my own news show with some friends, but you kind of just clubbed that one to death, so thanks.
What is your most terrible memory?
I mean, well, the chicken coop was a really hard time. That whole year was really bad. I mean, the conditions were awful. It smelled like unprocessed nuggets in there, and I had to fight, and often I would lose in competition with other chickens for dominance.
That's sad, but personal, as all these questions are. So please, I apologize if this is too foreign, but when did you last cry in front of another human being?
I did cry in front of Rodrigo after he spurned my advances with the jingle bells stuff.
A little too much information there, John. If you were to die this evening with no opportunity to communicate with anyone, what would you most regret not having done?
Oh, well, Jan has already been paid, and as you already mentioned before, I gotta stop saying that name. So I think, if anything, I'd have to John Wick my way out of this one. Or we would have to. John Wick 3, because 3 less.
I'm going to choose to not interpret that anyway and just move along. Your house, containing everything you own, catches fire. After loved ones and pets, what is the one thing that you would grab if you had a safe final dash opportunity?
Oh my God. Wow, I mean, if my house caught on fire, I guess, well, you said the loved ones are okay, so Rodrigo would be okay. And Dwayne, the pet rock Johnson, I would assume is already, that is included in pets. He would be out safely too. I think I'd try to save you.
Making me blush over here, that's really nice.
I love you, bud. You're great.
I love you too, bud. I think we should see other people. John,
Thank you so much, Jons. I feel like I just learned a whole hell of a lot about myself, and I hope our audience feels the same way. And now it's time for our signature sign-off segment, Tinkletime, with musical accompaniment by Mike Greenwood. They say an apple doesn't fall far from the tree, but oranges, they roll. If you're going for distance, I suggest oranges. So like, comment, and subscribe if you want to see more content like this come out of my mouth. Thank you. We'll see you next time. For BNN, I'm John Schwalski. Thanks so much, everybody. Bye.
Can I get that fish back?
Beep,